Matthew chapter number 14, verses number 7 through 12. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, Give me here John Baptist's head in a charger. And the king was sorry, nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them that sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison, and his head was brought in a charger and given to the damsel. And she brought it to her mother, and his disciples came and took up the body and buried it, and went and told Jesus. We start out in verse number 7 with King Herod being so seduced by the dance of Salome that he promised her. In this gospel it says whatsoever she asks. In other gospel it says up to half of his kingdom. He must have really been excited. And her mother had instructed her to get the head of John the Baptist. You see how hatred and vengeance, and she had a hatred for John that was brewing a long time, and she wasn't going to let it go. And we see here that Herod, for the oath's sake, killed an innocent man. Now, Herod didn't think about for righteousness' sake. Herod didn't think about for God's sake. Herod was more concerned about his personal oath than the laws of God. And therefore, he had John beheaded in the prison. Now, if we look at history, history tells us that that is not the end of the story. Now, the Bible doesn't record this, but history says eventually Caesar banished Herod. So they all had to leave and go into another country. And it also let us know that on the way, Salome fell through some ice and died a horrible death. Now, we do not know if that's 100% accurate, but like I said, for history's sake. But one thing we do know, you do not get away with performing such treachery, adultery, murder, seducing. There will be a price that has to be paid for all. And they killed an innocent man for nothing more than not liking his godly message. God, we bless you. We give you glory. We give you honor and praise. Thank God.